Hi, everybody. It's Gene Simmons, and you're not, and you're listening to the Potter Than Hell podcast with Steve, BC, BB, and Dylan. But you knew that, didn't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Potter Than Hell podcast. This is your last stop on the crazy train of hard rock and heavy metal. So sit back, buckle in, and hang on. Here we go.
Hello, Potter Than Hellions. Welcome back to the Potter Than Hell podcast. This is Steve, your host. This week with me is
BC
and
BB,
and on the keyboards is
Dylan.
What's up, everybody? Hey, this is we're back in the same room again. Last time we were just kind of looking back and seeing, because it's been crazy with work and all kinds of crazy dramatic shit going on. And June 16th was the last time we were all in the same room together. We did that awesome alt rock episode with the worst album we've ever talked about, surpassing Weezer on that episode.
Hey, maybe one of these albums will beat that out that we're going to be talking about tonight.
oh boy.
No, that's not going to happen.
That's not even possible. That's not even fucking possible.
Even as
I honestly, at this point, I cannot picture what fucking album could be worse than that fucking Radiohead album.
I could torture.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure, but I don't like to. I like to think happy thoughts, not shitty thoughts
would
like
you like to test
fucking
that theory?
terrible. Oh God. Anyway, so June 16th was the last time we're together. So, Dylan, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Work is crazy. My left ear is blocked up, but otherwise having a good time.
All right. First ailment of the night. How are you, BB? How's it going?
Hanging in there. This is a busy week. My mother-in-law passed away last week, but on the other hand, Killian will be 19 at the end of the week, so you got a little bit of happy and sad rocking out at the 43 down the hill. But hanging in there, getting through this. So it's going to be a long road for my wife Randy and her family. So we're getting there.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
Condolences from the podcast. I mean, I was
Of
at the
course.
funeral and stuff
Yes.
yesterday, but I didn't want to bring it up if you didn't.
No.
So our condolences to your wife and the family, and to you too. She was a super nice lady. I really she was nice.
Yeah, she didn't kill me. She let me go out with her daughter. So
Yeah.
and let her marry her. So
I know.
Yeah, no
I
shotgun pellets getting
no,
taken out of your
never
ass or
raised the
anything.
fist at me. So
No.
I must have did something right.
And we gave your father-in-law a good preview of how all of us guys were at your bachelor party.
Oh, that's right. That is true. I think that's why he still doesn't talk.
Could be. He was really outgoing until that night, and it fucking went downhill.
After
from
that
there.
night, he hasn't said a word since.
Yeah. Although I gotta say, your dad had a great time.
Yes.
He didn't go to the strip club with us.
Put a little mud.
The early party, he had a great time. Yeah, his dad was singing "She Fucking Hates Me" on the way home. That was the last thing he gets out of the car. He's like, "She fucking hates me." Good night, Dad. All right. I wish I thought of that yesterday.
Oh
I would have whispered.
God.
I would have whispered that in his ear yesterday.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah. So once again, our condolences for sure with
perfect.
you.
Thank you.
BC, how about you? What's up with you, buddy?
Craziness. Just pure and utter craziness.
The usual BC.
No, times 10.
Oh, really?
BC can't even
God.
go down the road without getting a pellet bounced
broke
off his
window.
windshield. The new Jeep got
Oh,
a
good,
chip
I'm
in the
glad.
windshield
I threw
already.
it. I didn't know if it was going to hit the windshield, but I'm glad it did.
It hit.
Can't-
On the other side of the window.
Oh.
BC, you can't keep anything fucking
No, I
nice
can't,
around
nothing
here.
No wonder we can't have nice shit around
Yeah.
here.
There's always next time.
Fuck. Yeah, so I'm glad we're here. We can just kind of have a couple beers and shoot the shit and everything. And last week's episode, Dylan had his girlfriend Christine on, and they did an ABC of
Hard rock.
hard rock. Okay, I thought it was great. I thought you guys did awesome. Christine is way more intelligent than anybody in this fucking room, for sure.
Maybe all of us put together.
I agreed with your picks, and I told you which ones I didn't agree with.
Yeah.
But it was good. And I appreciate you guys doing that. Gave these guys another week off too.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got back from vacation too. I was away when Dylan recorded that episode. Was in Virginia visiting family for a week, it was good to get away. It was good, and we had a good time down there. So
I sent a video out to these guys the other day. I figure everyone's been talking about it, so this episode actually will be out in 2 days. I think this is. We took last week off because of everything going on with everybody. So
I was also driving back from Philly like on 4 hours straight, so that would have also been a problem last week.
Yeah. Last week was a shit show because Randy's mother-in-law had passed away. I was working the night shift. Were you relieving me? I think were you relieving me that night or something? I don't know. And shit was all fucked up that night. So we wouldn't have started till like 8:30. I was like, just fuck it. So we'll go on this week. So this will be out in a couple days. So what I did was I sent these guys. You guys out there probably, hopefully, or I don't know, maybe not. Hopefully, have seen this, but the talk in the Kiss quotations Ace world. There's a video going around of the Ace doing a solo show, and they're doing Detroit Rock City. Well, the band is doing Detroit Rock City. We're not really sure what the fuck Ace was playing. His guitar, and I'm not a guy that picks out like what kind of tuning they're doing and all this kind of shit, but like Ace's guitar was not even close to being fucking tuned, and he's playing because you could see thank God for Ryan Jeremy, and Scott Coogan's back on drums with them now. Thank God for those guys, because he's just a fucking train. I can't imagine what the show's going to be like in October, BC, when we go. It's good. And we're going to be like right there, too, like right almost on the fucking stage with them. So Ryan was singing, and Ace was kind of playing a little bit and in the wrong... You could tell... I mean, I'm not even one for keys, but it was in the wrong fucking key. And you can see Jeremy coming over, and he's trying to tell him, and it's just... What'd you think, BB?
Yeah, it was funny. Jeremy comes over, and he tries to, kind of stand next to him and start playing what he's supposed to be playing.
Play what I'm playing.
And then it's even funnier when Ace backs up and starts playing more. Ryan Spencer Cook's over there. He's doing the come over here head bob, and he just keeps going in that wrong key or wrong strings or whatever the fuck he was playing. Like it was bad.
And even when they did the solo part, it was like, dude,
it was almost like he was on the wrong string or something.
Yeah. What do you think, BC? Did you enjoy that?
That was one of the many ones that every day there's usually one I click on it just to see, and they were not great, but not as bad as that one. That was like, ooh, that was brutal. I felt bad. Like,
I know. I
mean, these guys are hard guns. I mean, you're trying to help the guy. I mean, I can relate to that because the guy I work with, I have to help. Hey, over here, fire trucks here.
Oh yeah.
So
they don't talk about Carson that way.
I had a day off yesterday, but yeah, it was bad to play. I mean, and vocally, he was just.
I think they should just turn his guitar off. Let him think he's playing.
Yeah.
And when a solo comes up, just click him on.
Again,
and hope for the best.
Again, I've said this many times. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, did he have a bad night? But it seems like it's continually going the same downhill direction.
Always, I've said it for years, he always gets a fucking pass. Oh, it's Ace. Everyone else in Kiss that is in Kiss, has been in Kiss, is always held to a higher standard than Ace. Everyone. From fucking Peter Criss to fucking Mark St. John, Vinnie Vincent, Bruce Kulick, Tommy, Eric Carr. They're all held to a higher standard than Ace. And Ace always gets a fucking pass.
I was watching it. It just reminds me of Don Dawkins. I'm sorry. Like, you can't do it no more. Yeah. Somebody, I mean, hey.
And then he thinks he could hang. I mean, Kiss isn't the greatest live these days, but he can't hang with them. There's no fucking way. Mm-mm. What do you think, Dylan?
So there's this character in the Star Wars show Andor who is like part of the prison work gang that is very old. He's like decrepit. He has like maybe a couple weeks left in his sentence. And he's like kind of wobbling and he's barely keeping it together, barely standing up. Ace reminded me of that man, unfortunately. It was kind of sad to see. Like I felt really bad. It felt like I wasn't supposed to be seeing him in this vulnerable of a state. But
it is.
He seemed a little out of it. And I felt bad about kind of, making fun or, like not that I'm saying anybody could.
It's just oh my God.
But like I don't know. I feel like you should take a break, buddy, or just go with studio stuff.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
something.
I feel bad for I love Ryan, Jeremy, and Scott Coogan. I mean, we've met Ryan and Jeremy many times. That Scott Coogan I've never met, but I mean, he's a solid drummer. He was always a solid drummer. He was the drummer before Fitzy came in with those guys, and then Matt Starr. And so I mean, he knows the stuff because remember. We saw one of the last shows because remember what a fucking train wreck he was at M3. And people are like, oh, he's probably drinking again. I don't think he's drinking. I think he's fucking medicated.
Yeah.
He just
a bit of
seemed
a daze.
fucking out of it.
Yeah.
At least the booze.
It's
might be a little-
unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It really is. But
And people are going to say, "Oh, it's his age." No, there's people older than him that can still play.
Yeah, like
Right.
Peter Frampton. Like Peter Frampton's still.
he
spry
plays
and-
sitting down. Well, no,
Yeah.
he's playing sitting down now, but he can still
Well, with
fucking
his hands
play,
are
and he can
spry.
sing. But I don't know. It's more sad than anything, and and people are paying good money to go, and they're
And he's going to be on the cruise.
yeah. Oh fuck, that's next year. No shit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't know.
If you're gonna
I
make
totally
it.
forgot about that.
he continues-
and he's like the headliner, I think, isn't he? He's like the
He's
first
one
one
of the
fucking
big
mentioned,
names.
right?
I don't know. That's less than a year, but still enough time away.
Yeah, it's
If he continues this downward spiral.
7 months away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was watching
I
that.
was thinking just how bad it's going to be in October and next
You said
year.
that video I'm watching going, I said, he's going to be on the cruise. I
didn't even think
I'm
of that.
thinking to myself, well, we could go have a bullshit session somewhere.
And along those lines, Ozzy pulled out of, he was
yeah.
playing that Power Trip festival. He pulled out of it because he said he wasn't ready. Honestly, I don't think he ever will be. And I'm not glad that he's not, but I'm glad that he is like, you know what, I
knows
can't
he's
do
gonna
this.
do it.
I
He knows
can't
he's
do
gonna
this. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give my fans shit. I'm just going to, bow out. And Priest is replacing them. So, win-win. I mean, it would be great to see Ozzy, but I would hate to see Ozzy and have him just be like Ace without a guitar.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's a great friggin' lineup, though. That's like Metallica and Foo Fighters, and there's a shitload of great bands playing.
Very good
But and I'm glad too that they replaced it with a band like Priest. I think Maiden's playing it too.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think Maiden, because I think that's the only date in the States for Maiden, and their tours rolling on. There's a ton of video footage out there. They're doing songs like Alexander the Great, and they're doing Hell on Earth, and they're doing still a couple songs from Senjutsu. And thank God they dropped the song Senjutsu out of the set, because that song fucking blows. But it was rough watching that. It was rough. And Dylan, you kind of hit it on the head. It was more sad than it was like, you know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, it's not like the
You just
Faster
gotta-
Pussycat bassist taking
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
You can watch that 1
Yeah,
million
yeah,
times.
that's
and laugh
funny.
Every time.
That's funnier every time you fucking watch it.
And the
for
guy
sure.
just comes up, takes the bass.
And just, like you can tell it wasn't the first time he's done that.
Oh no,
For sure.
That's all.
So that's, I think, anybody got anything else? I think that's all I have written down here. What are we listening to? How about you, BB?
I kind of went back to good old Dangerous Toys from their self-titled debut from 1989 and their second one, Hilarious Acres. I love that stuff. I don't know. It's always really blows my mind how underrated they never got out. Another underrated band that never got out there. They have some amazing songs on their, especially their first album is really, really good front to back. Just never know why they were always like the opener and never the headliner. But they love Dangerous Toy stuff.
I don't think they ever just got the push to do that. They're going to be on the cruise next year, too. Dangerous Toys. And then speaking of Dangerous Toys, they have a live album coming out. It's coming out in October, I think. It's called Vitamins, Dangerous Toys Live, Vitamins and Crash Helmets.
I thought that was already up. Not on vinyl though.
Oh, is it a reissue?
I think.
Oh, okay.
Don't quote me on that.
Oh, okay.
There was
Yes,
a live
it's
one.
our
It does sound familiar now that you say that. Well, I ordered it.
I don't
so-
think. I don't,
1999.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
gonna say,
Oh,
It
good.
was never on vinyl.
It reminds
Oh,
me
okay,
of
cool.
Simple Plan's album titled No Pads, No Helmets, Just Balls.
Because that came out the same time almost like that DVD came out.
Oh, cool. See, I didn't know that. See, I learned something new today. So, not a new album from the Dangerous Toys.
New to vinyl.
But I am looking forward to it. I do have it ordered. I ordered it today, actually.
Yes.
I actually ordered it today.
What do you listen to, Dylan?
Continuing to listen to Nita's solo album, The Call of the Void. Very, very good album. Cool guest features. And just kick-ass shredding. And also, on the other end of Nita's career, I listened to Alice's latest single, White Line Frankenstein, which I liked better than Call Me Alice or My Name is Alice or whatever that other one is. I think it was the guitar in it was ripping as usual, but it felt more of what I'm looking for from Alice than the one before. So it's given me a little more hope for the upcoming album, but I'm still cautiously optimistic.
All right. BC.
I've been like really binging on the new Fifth Angel, so I ordered it offline because I can't find it. The first Fifth Angel from back in the day, and been jamming to that, and then BB over here sent me something yesterday of the new King Cobra that's coming out. Checking that out. I mean, a little Carlos. How can you go around with Carlos and Rowan
Rowan Robinson.
Robertson. So coming out next month, so we don't got a long wait for that. And you just miscellaneous stuff.
All right. Yeah, and for me, I threw on Rush live, different stages the other day. I think that's fantastic. Just a great live album. I think it's besides the concert that they put out that comes with the box set for Moving Pictures. That concert, I think, is probably the best sounding Rush live album that I've ever heard. But for me, Different Stages is right up there with the best of them. New Nita as well. I've been listening to. I like that. I like it more than the first one because it's not all instrumental.
Yeah.
You know? Although I will say I don't give a shit what the song is. If it has that fucking guy singing from fucking Disturbed, it sucks.
David,
I fucking hate
David
that
Draymond.
David Strain or whatever the fuck his name is. It makes me want to strain. Every song fucking that he sings fucking sounds like that. I hate it.
Well, at least you get Lizzie Hale.
True. And still kind of binging on the Live Evil remix that came out a couple weeks ago. And new song from Blackbird Angels. It's Tracy Guns and Todd Kearns doing an album, and I think they do all the music except I forget the guy that drums on it, but they released one song. I think it's coming out in maybe August, but I really like the song, and Todd is great. Todd can fucking sing the phone book, but it has that little Tracy Guns edge to it. I think it was a little grittier, I think, than like some of the other stuff, than like what was that one with that Todd was on with the dude from it was just out. It's out this year. It's really good. It's real good, but it's got a little heavier edge on it than the guy from Y&T.
Oh.
You know who I mean? Mm-hmm. Sonny's probably screaming the fucking name out right now, but I'll look that up when someone else is talking later. So that's what we got going, and I did check out the King Cobra song, BC. It was real good. Carlos fucking tears it the fuck up on there. Good to see. I'm so glad to see him doing something.
Yes.
I'm so glad to see Carlos Cavazza doing something, because I think he is one of those guys that is not even thought of in that conversation. Another one of those guys not thought of in that conversation that just is absolute a waste of talent if he's not playing in a band. When he was in Rat, fucking fantastic. So I got some live Rush, different stages, some Nita, some Black Sabbath, and some Blackbird Angels. Looking forward to that album. Little Fifth Angel and King Cobra for BC.
What about your bird?
Dylan's got some Nita Strauss going. What else did you have, Dylan?
Alice's new song.
Alice's new song, which I do agree with you with that. I did like that better than the first song. I think I'm Alice is the first one. I think.
Yeah.
And that reminds me too much of like the last album that I hated, the Detroit Stories. It reminds me of that it could be plucked off of that. But the White Line Frankenstein was really good. BB's got some Dangerous Toys self-titled and Hellacious Acres, which is really good. So I'm gonna have to, and I'm sure I have the live one on my iTunes, and Didn't even think. And I because I was looking, I'm like, why does that seem familiar?
I saw it at the end, and I'm like, ooh. And I looked at it, I'm like, wait a minute.
So it's cool. I'm looking forward to it for sure. So this is actually a little bit late in the year. We usually do this maybe like a week or two earlier. We like to keep abreast of new bands and new music and stuff coming out during the year. So this year we're doing our halfway albums, and we each picked one. And actually, I was surprised that the whole 4 albums is less than 4 hours, which for us is unusual. It was a pleasant listening experience. It wasn't taking fucking like 4 hours to listen to.
Dream Theater did not have an album.
Dream Theater didn't put one out this year, so that's good. So far.
I mean, their last album was pretty short for them.
It was. It had more, compact 5-minute songs than fucking 8 and 9, whatever. Although I like, it depends on the band if I like that shit or not. So we're gonna go in alphabetical order by the album title, I guess we decided on. So that puts Dylan up first.
Yes.
What do you got, Dylan?
Of course, I had to bring to the table Foo Fighters' latest release, but here we are. Of course, BB and I talked about their discography up to this album, so I figured it would be a nice way to complete that series by having it be one of the albums that we talked about for the mid-year wrap-up of sorts. This was released June 2nd of 2023, so very recent. Produced by Foo Fighters and Greg Kurstin, who did Medicine at Midnight and Concrete and Gold for them as well. This is their first album without Taylor Hawkins. Of course, he passed away in 2022, and they recorded it basically 2022, 2023 over the course of those months. And this album, you could very much tell, is about both Taylor's death and also Dave Grohl's mother, Virginia, died within that time frame as well. So this is very much an album that is Dave and the band processing these losses. And it's not as overly depressing as you would think that kind of album would be, because, we all experience loss in our lives, and sometimes you need a little bit of fondly remembering, the great times as well as missing the person. So a lot of those lyrics and themes in this album kind of go into that. The good thing about this album is that it kind of takes a page away from the Medicine at Midnight, which BB and I talked about was not our favorite Foo Fighters album. It went into a little bit of a weirder direction. This is a little more back to basics for the Foos. And Dave does the drums on this. He is on lead vocals. He's on guitars, drums. Nate Mendel's on bass. Chris Shiflett and Pat Smear are on guitars as well. Rami Jaffe, of course, on keyboards. And Dave's daughter, Violet, is on co-lead vocals on the song Show Me How. So we'll go into the track listing. We start off with Rescued, which was the lead single off of the album. And this was at the point where nobody really knew who the drummer was. So everybody was kind of shifting guesses about, who drummed on the song? Who was it? It was Dave. But, that's fine. I think it's a cool multi-guitar intro when the drums and then Dave and the drums kind of kick in. A great driving mid-tempo opener. I love the tempo change for the chorus. It's a very kind of building song. That tempo change really does a good way of making you reflect on the chorus in a different way than the verses. And I thought that was a very good opening single and opening to the album. Then my favorite song on the album, Under You, which was also the second single, comes in. Nice upbeat rocker, kind of the sad lyrics, but really joyous, reflecting of a life lost, but a life well lived. Sad but happy to have experienced it. It's just a very cool, upbeat pop rock song that I love that lead guitar work. That lead lick is just such a nice, cool way to bring in the second song. We have Hearing Voices at track 3, low-key beginning of the song that sounds different from the first two, but I think it gives a good variety to the album. It's not just kind of the one vibe going through the whole thing. Then we get to the title track, But Here We Are, for track 4. Nice, cool, choppy, syncopated guitar and drums at the beginning. A really unique tempo and pace to this song. It's kind of all over the place with it, but in a good way. And Dave sings the hell out of that chorus. He is doing his Dave's... It's not quite the high range of Dave's screaming, but it's Dave loudly shouting, we'll say, for the chorus. I love the solo build up and there's kind of like a cacophony they build to after the solo that goes right back into the chorus. And then they do the ending the same way as that solo break, which I thought was really, really cool. And then we're going into track 5, The Glass. Heartfelt vocals, clean guitar start us off. It's a good mid-tempo rocker for the middle of the album. I love the solo, though a little too short, as most Foo Fighters solos are. They never give enough time for Chris Shiflett to just run on a riff. But, hey, a little bit of solo is better than no solos at all, am I right? Then we go into Nothing at All, track 6. Good groove right off the bat for the song. It feels like it could have been one of the better songs on the Medicine at Midnight album with that groove. But thankfully it was, still a good song. Cool tempo and energy pickup for the chorus. It has this build for the chorus that comes back down for the verses. It's almost like a different take on the soft verse, loud chorus, where it just builds up to the chorus and then comes back down for the verse, then builds back up to the chorus. And I thought that was a cool, different way of doing it. Then we get into Show Me How, track 7. This is the track I said with Dave's daughter Violet. I think their vocals work really well together. There's kind of a haunting, ethereal aspect to this song, and it's very low-key, and I honestly think that their interplay, their harmonies kind of sell the song for me. The rest of the song is fine, but it's their voices that really kind of take it home for me. Beyond Me, track 8. Piano start, no drums for the first verse and chorus, but when the drums do kick in, it's pretty epic, and here's a legit solo that has a little bit of time to fester, to grow, to get into your ears, and I think I'm like, yes, finally, we give Chris Shiflett something to do. Then we go into track number 9, The Teacher, which is kind of the epic song of the album, at 10 minutes long, which you don't normally see a 10-minute Foo Fighters song, but it's very spooky at the opening, and there's a good kick in. It's really heavy as the song goes, very Seattle sounding, very grunge inspired, you could tell. And even the music video, if you watch it, it feels very like 90s grunge. There's kind of that weird lighting effect that kind of reminds me of Alice in Chains or something like that. There's a slowdown in the middle, but then the build up, and it has this wild static build up right at the end that kind of overwhelms the ears, and then it has a hard cut off. And then we go into track 10, The Rest. You think that this is going to be a reflective closer for a reflective album with the acoustic beginning, but then the middle of the track, the rest of the band comes in, and it's kind of a slow-tempoed march of sorts. I love the vocals at the end. There are these 2 harmonies that are really, really good, and I think it's a very appropriate song to end the album. And honestly, I thought that they would not probably record again after Taylor's death, but I'm really glad they did, because I think this is a very solid album from them, especially compared to Medicine at Midnight or Concrete and Gold. I think that this is an album that doesn't really have any clunkers in it. I think that it's very cohesive. It fits together very well. The theming is on point, and the lyrics are really heartfelt, and just they hit you home, because we've all experienced that, and it's really cool to. It almost feels like a bookend, because Dave started Foo Fighters as a way to kind of process losing Kurt Cobain and Nirvana and doing his own thing, and we kind of have a similar situation happening with this album. So, I'm glad that they are still able to make music. It's still able to celebrate the band, because it's a healing thing for them. So, I'm very interested to hear what you all have to think. Let's start with BB, since he's my Foo Fighter comrade here.
This album. I listened to it today, and I kind of watched the lyrics on Apple Music. It was 1,000 times harder listening to this album today than it was a week ago when we sent this out. When he first sent it, this is like heavy. He lost his mom, he lost his best friend in the same year. Boy, this album, man, going through a lot of emotion, this album. And then today,
hit home.
Holy shit! I couldn't get through half the songs. I'm sitting at my desk at work, like tears are coming down. I'm like, all right, I gotta stop. Yeah. I gotta take a break, because some of these lyrics, especially Under You, mm-hmm. There are some lyrics there. There's really, really got to me today for sure. But it starts off with Rescued, and you kind of touched on this a little bit there, Dylan. It has that iconic Dave Grohl growl vocal parts, which as being a Foo Fighter fan, that's the foundation, and this is the great opening track, and it's even better because I can tell it's a little bit different drumming style than Taylor, and you can feel and hear that Dave Grohl galloping beat that he's so used to doing in his drumming. And then, like I said, song number 2, Under You, my favorite lyrical song of the album. And then, like I said, some of the lyrics really got to me today. Song number 3, Hearing Voices. I love the sound and like the somberness of this song. Then there's even parts of the song that kind of remind me of like the original Foo Fighters. There's different sounds in there that I hear that he brought back from like the first album.
Yeah.
Song number 4, But Here We Are. More of that Dave Grohl, like I wrote down distressed vocals in a way. Like he's really like deep. And then I like how he uses the deeper parts for the verses and then like the higher vocals for the chorus. So, he goes up and down. The drums on this really, really caught my ear. Song number 5, The Glass. Softer start. It's definitely a different sounding song for a Foo Fighter song. But then it picks up a little bit at the chorus where more of the Foo Fighter foundation you're used to hearing. Nothing at All, another somber song with so much emotion. Song number 6, Show Me How. Dylan, you already said it's a lovely duet with his daughter Violet, and how they kind of pretty much give their mother, Dave's mother and Violet's grandmother some love. A little duet. It's very heartfelt, very emotional. Like I said, once again, song number 8, Beyond Me. Once again, I think it's like The Glass. They do these lower verses and the louder choruses, and I love the big ending. And then there's finally a solo at that one. Song number 9, The Teacher. Almost like you said, I said it's early '90s Foo Fighters Seattle grunge.
Yeah.
It another different sound to add to this album, and then. And how can you not end a song with the song Rest? Mm-hmm. It just totally crazy album. And like I said, it's a totally different meaning today than it meant a week ago. But I loved it. I loved it both ways.
I'm glad. BC, what'd you think of it?
Foo Fighters. All right. Anybody knows me, I'm not versed in Foo Fighters. Mm-hmm. But I turned this on and had the headphones on, so I'm walking around and doing something. So, of course, it's always in there. I'm like, this is different. I understand what they've been through. So it's not going to be the Foo Fighters that I'm familiar, or what I go for.
Yeah.
Is that the word? But, I mean, I listened to it over and over a few times. Musically, it's all right musically, but it's not. Mm-hmm. I'm used to. I mean, I have that in my head, unfortunately.
The Screaming Dave.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's just, it was really different for me. Musically, it was really good. And vocally in the lyrics, like BB was saying before, I mean, when you take a step back and see what the band's gone through and everything, so you kind of accept the album a little bit more after the background of it. If you came up to me and said, "Oh, check out this album, man, this band Foo Fighters, you gotta check them out," I'd be like, okay. But no, I mean, I love the drums and nothing at all. Mm-hmm. I mean, somebody compares it to, what's that band, Husker Du or whatever?
Oh, Husker Du, yeah. And they had they actually had the lead singer of Husker Du in Wasting Light, their one album, so he featured on one of the songs.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, I can listen to this. It doesn't stop me in my tracks, but I can listen to it.
Okay. Yeah. How about you, Deb?
Once again, I'm like, Not surprised that Dylan picked this album. I knew he would, but I went into it with an open mind because I don't And I want to thank you guys for doing the Foo Fighters shit while I'm gone. I appreciate that because seriously, listening to your guys' episodes doing that kind of give me a basis of what not to listen to from Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Because
It's not like we didn't hold anything back.
Right, because those last albums that you didn't like, I'm like, I'm not even gonna fucking try them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm a hits guy for them. I could get the greatest hits and play that and be not exactly happy, but not
Content.
content. There you go. Good word. I liked this from the bat, right off the bat. First note, you could tell it's Foo Fighters. Mm-hmm. Very first, you hit play, and you could tell it's them right off the bat, and that's coming from someone that's not a fan of them. And actually, the anniversary of when we went to see them was just the other day.
Yes, it was.
When we saw them at City Field with our buddy R.A., rest in peace, my friend, Joe Mangieri, and Esther Jen, and myself and Dylan. We had a great time. Not so much the ride out and ride back, but the show was awesome.
The show was good.
I like it. I love one thing I like, it's kind of a little theme for this. I like the chorus. I really like the chorus. The melody is great for it. Great opening track. The drums are fantastic. Under You, probably my favorite song on the album. Well, my second favorite song on the album. Keeps it rocking. Great vocal pace on it. Not much in the solo department, but it's Foo Fighters, so I forgive them. Mm-hmm. The lead harmonic guitar is cool though, and in that it's got a great guitar harmony, if you will, on that one. Not really a solo, so we're 2 for 2. Hearing voices, clean guitar, heartfelt chorus. Goes to the acoustic for the end, and it must have been tough to sing some of these fucking songs. Yeah. It really does, and I could absolutely go for and understand what BB was talking about when he was listening to it today, especially this week. But here we are, title track. This one's good too. But did you guys notice this has the vocals seem recorded like fuzzy? There's a fuzz type quality to the recording of the vocals. Not on all the songs, but I noticed it a lot throughout the album. I'm not a huge fan of that because I would rather it kind of put me off to his I like his vocals. Yeah. But that effect on it kind of just gave me a little bit why did you do that?
I'm not wondering if it's Dave's voice straining because he was having some real bad vocal issues before this.
I don't know, but I do get
and this
that.
One he gets really in with the screaming.
Yeah, I do get that but it's sometimes it's whole songs. It's not just certain parts.
Yeah.
The Glass. This must have been fucking gut wrenching for these fucking guys to do.
I don't know how they're gonna play these live.
Yeah. Nothing at all. What do I got? This one. Get a little Dave girl screaming at the end, which is always cool. Show Me How. I didn't know that was his daughter that sang. She got a nice voice. Song's okay. I'm not in love with it, but it's all right. Beyond Me. I was like, this song just takes so long to fucking get going. I'm like, dude, it's come on. I understand what what's going on and all this shit, but I'm like, it's like 40. It was like 45 seconds before it gets some guitar in there. Then you get some drums around 2 minutes. I'm like, this is making me wait a little too long to keep my interest. But the solo saves it. You finally get a proper guitar solo. But the drum fills during it are fucking killer. He just fucking goes crazy. Sick Bananas drumming on this one, BB. Woohoo! It's not bad. That saves it for me. The drums during the solo is fucking killer on there. The Teacher, my favorite song on the album. I think it's fucking fantastic. And it really hit me yesterday when I was listening to it. How great this is. I really like it. Especially the back end of the song, after 7 minutes. I like the whole song. I love epic songs, but they've got to be good to keep my attention. This kept my attention. There's killer drum parts in there. Taylor would have been proud of how Dave drummed on this fucking song. Absolutely. Kicks back down. It's one of those BB roller coaster songs. But there's just solid drumming in there too. It's not just all fucking sick banana shit. You get a short little mellow solo in there, but it kicks up after a few bars. Killer drums toward the end, and when he's singing Goodbye, I'm like, oh dude, fuck, shit, man. And then you get, but I think this was an intentional. You get that fuzz,
yeah,
and then sudden stop at the end. The rest, dude, depressing as fuck. I'm like, in that fuzzy sound, and I get the fuzz on this one too, but he's not screaming. It doesn't make it any less depressing either. Damn depressing and sad way to end the album. I get it, but goddamn, that would be a skipper for me just for the depression aspect of it.
See, I think The Teacher would have also been a good way to end the album.
I think so too, because it ended and I'm like, and especially after listening to the rest, I'm like, just stop. Just let that be the fucking end. Mm-hmm. I mean, for me, it is the end.
Time out.
But because I don't think I will ever listen to the rest again, unless I happen to see them live and they do it. And then if I know what's coming up in the set list, I'll know when to head to the bathroom. But I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I did. Some of the songs had to be tough to sing, and doing them live, performing them is probably going to be I'm sure once they get into them, it'll be second nature to play them. But the first couple times they play these songs live, it's probably going to be tough for these guys. But I didn't hate it.
Well, hey, that's all I could ask.
There's a lot on that album that I enjoyed, and I think Dave Grohl's good. I think he's he may be a little overrated because he's name mentioned in every fucking thing, but he's a good ambassador for rock music. He really is. He's a good ambassador for rock music.
Well, the two songs that they play live from this album are Rescued and Under You, which I think are probably the two ones...
Two of the more up-tempo ones.
Good. To play live, to keep the... I would love to see The Teacher live, just to see how they how they do it. If they would extend out anything, or...
Well, yeah, because, I mean, you're not used to seeing Foo Fighters do fucking...
Yeah, 10 minutes is not a Foo Fighter timestamp. Unless
they do when they stretch out when they do the covers and shit, but that's a whole, just a part of the show, not just stretching out one song.
Yeah. On studio albums, I think that's their longest song. But I liked it a lot. I thought that was it felt like a cool homage to their roots, because a lot of them did come from that kind of grungy sound,
and it doesn't get into jam bandish kind of shit.
No,
it doesn't get into that, which thank God. But I enjoyed it. That was good.
Yeah. So I'm very sorry, BB, that I picked this album at such an inopportune time for you.
Yeah. Right. Hey.
Well, these were picked 3 months ago.
Yeah, so. For sure.
Yeah. So.
And I was thinking of that too. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. When I'm like. Well, that's okay, because I'm pulling an audible. We're going to talk about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah!
Dylan's sidecast, the King Lizard cast.
I have to have a really long podcast name to go along with the...
Yeah. All right, I'm next, I think, alphabetically, album-wise. With the albums you guys are going to hear, these guys, Dylan's got Foo Fighters, kind of alternative stuff. BB's is supergroup. BC's is just straight up rock, is pretty much what I could say BC's is. So I wanted to throw some metal in there, but I didn't want to go with some crazy hour and 10-minute fucking album or whatever. And Dylan brought these guys to the attention of me and us here at the podcast a couple of years ago, actually. And the main guy for this band is I think he's the bass player and the vocalist of this band, and he's been on Talking Maiden quite a bit, and he has his own podcast too. I'm not really sure. Sorry, Jarvis. His name is. Let's see, Jarvis Leatherby. His name is. He's lead vocalist and the bass player. I might as well get this out of the way. Dusty Squires on drums and backing vocals, and Armand John Anthony on guitars and backing vocals. So that's. Night Demon is the band. The album is called Outsider, and it was released... It doesn't have an exact date, but it was released in March of this year. and it's
Apple Music says March 17th.
March 17th. Okay, so there we go. See that? I learned something new. March 17th.
That's twice.
Or at least that's when it came out.
All right, I'm done for the night.
And interesting.
He's up.
Check it out.
We have 2 trio bands that we're going to be talking about tonight.
Oh,
Yeah. And 18 guys in your band, Dylan.
No, there's not that many anymore.
When they play live, there's a fucking like 18 people on stage.
There's not a ton. Maybe background vocalists.
I know. I'm
You,
just.
you can't count them. They're not band members.
They have 3 guitarists. It's like Maiden, except they have their keyboardist on stage.
See?
I don't know about that. Anyway, speaking of Maiden, I think these guys are like a mini Maiden.
Very New Wapnem inspired.
Musically, you get the. I'll go through them, but you get the time changes and the solo breaks and all that shit. But they're like 3-4 minute songs, not
7,
8 to 10-minute songs. It's a quick in and out album. It's more of a length of like an EP. It's like 37 minutes. So it's either length of an EP these days,
And that's with the bonus track.
A Van Halen or Kiss album in the late 70s.
Yeah, that's with the bonus track. So without the bonus track, it would be the length of an EP, basically.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't know if you guys listened to the bonus track, but I went over it just to give it one more. And you guys know I fucking hate intros, preludes, and shit. And of course, the first one of this.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What the fuck, Ronnie?
You
You were gonna listen to this album?
He bitches about it, then he picks it up with the intro.
It's a long one,
The first
too.
one is
It's-
prelude.
Yeah, I was like-
That's why I didn't mind it, because it was more song-like than just wind blowing and chimes and shit only.
What's wrong, Chapman?
And I think maybe you like that it says that it's a prelude off the bat.
so you
instead
know
of, like,
exactly.
Yeah. It doesn't fake you out into thinking it's an actual song. Got like a keyboard start, some little Steve Harris bass to give it a little build there, a little piano. It does build some tension. I do like that about it. It does build some tension. You guys know me. I hate intros. But if you're gonna do one, this is how you do it. All right. It has a great build. And I don't even know what they're saying. There's a little echoey vocal thing like right before, and then bang, it starts like it's hard to tell where that ends and the song starts into the title track, Outsider. Heavy, but it's got like a little punk feel to it for me, like a first Maiden album type punk metal feel. It's really heavy once it gets into the verses. I do like the productions. The drum fills are great. Guitar's really scratchy on it. There's a tempo change that goes into like a doomy plotting feel to it. The vocals kind of echo in that part, which is kind of cool, and you get some like tribal drums in there that have a cool echo to it. Then it kicks right back into the chorus, like good rocking start. It has those time changes, but it's not like long and drawn out like time change for 2 minutes and then solo. So it's just gets right to the meat of the thing. Obsidian is next. Heavy guitar start, which got like groove and some grindage to it. This has a Merciful Fate feel to me musically. I could picture if you swap out King Diamond's vocals with Jarvis's vocals on here. I think it would also fit perfectly. Some head bobbing in this one goes on for me. Time change for the solo, slows down, but not doomy like the last one, but just a little bit slower. The guitar solos on this whole album are great. Comes to a chugging grind at the end of it, picks back up. Fantastic drum sound on this album too. I like that track as well. Beyond the Grave, another Steve Harris-like bass intro. Crunchy guitar kick in for like a little slower pace, like a little slow burner, slow grind on that one. And this one as well, I think, has a Merciful Fate feel to it. I think there's a lot of stuff on here that has more Merciful Fate feel to it than a Maiden feel. But you do get the Maiden kind of theme of how the songs change and stuff like that. The song's excellent. There's a lot of ups and downs in this song. Clean guitar plays it out. It's a fun metal track. It's got a lot going on in it. It's a good one. I definitely enjoyed it. Rebirth, galloping start to it. Heavy upper tempo grinder for the verse. The chorus is great. I'd love to see this one live. just a straight up rocker. Tempo change there as well. And I don't think there's a song on this that doesn't have some sort of tempo change throughout the song. More heavy as fuck feel for the solo. There's a tone on the solo. I don't know what guitar effects are, but it's different. It sounds really cool. And there's like a vocal bridge after the solo, like in the same lower tempo, and then it kind of just fades out. Escape from Beyond, quick drum roll intro, rocking start, harmonic leads, hard rocker, great vocal cadence in the verses. I love when a band does that. You get that fast pace, that really cool pace and cadence in the vocals. Slows a little bit for the chorus. Background vocals are cool. Killer middle section. The middle section is great. The band is friggin' ripping underneath, but I like you don't have a lot of guitars underneath. You get more of the power trio type feel, I think. The solo's a little short, but it rocks. I'm sure this one that they probably stretched this one out live, which would be cool. The Awake is Awake, not Awake. Clean guitar start, softer vocals at the beginning. This one takes a little while to get going too. This is kind of like that one Foo Fighters song. It takes like a minute and 20 to go. But I could hear some Dio Sabbath in this song. I definitely get that feel there. We get a great pickup for the solo, like you got like a marching cadence there in the for the final 40 seconds. This one I could take or leave. It's just okay for me. The Wrath, the last song, clean it, and this is kind of I get a Heaven and Hell meets Remember Tomorrow feel for this beginning of this one. There's a little wood block in there. I know BC likes a little wood block every now and then. Crunchy guitars kick in, more chug to them, and this is where the Dio Sabbath feel comes in for me. Comes down for some melodic guitar harmonies. About like 3:15 that the friggin' pace just goes fucking nuclear on this one. Great transition. Chugging part later for the solo that just friggin' tears it up. Drums are fantastic. These guys can rip it up. I would like to see these guys live. I don't know if they've ever played the States or not. I don't know.
Well, they're from California, so.
Oh, are they? Oh, this is true. I didn't know that
California,
but they
California.
But they seem European. They're another band for me. This seems they're like a European band.
They're very New England inspired.
They're like Trivium. I thought they were fucking from Europe. They're from fucking Florida. So my bad on that one. Great research, Steve. So then it goes back down to that Remember Tomorrow type of thing at the end. Cool. If this was it's the actual end of the album proper, but then there's a bonus track on there, and actually the end of it kind of has that on the studio track of Heaven and Hell, you get that little acoustic guitar play out. You kind of get that at the end too. Bonus track is The Last Day, quick fast song, some gal to it. You get some like Metallica, die in there, which is always cool. Quick ripping solo, good quick hit and run bonus track there that never hurt anybody. What do you think, BC?
God damn it. All right, anybody knows me. I'm very mood oriented when it comes to music. So I remember putting this on the first time, and again, like we all said before, it's like this is like an intro. Like, he doesn't like shit with intros.
I know.
But
what have you done with Steve?
Where is Steve and why? Who picked this? But no, it's more. I would give it that. It's more musical than intro, like, if that makes sense. So I was listening to it, and I'm like, this is kind of different. I did not see you picking this. And then the second time I listened to it, I was like, oh, yeah, this is better.
I wanted some metal.
And then I listened to it a third time. I was like, Then I listened to it again yesterday. I was like, and I liked it way more yesterday than I did.
It depends on when you catch it.
Exactly. And I'm so much onto that. I might say something, oh, that's okay. And then like 2 months later, be like, oh, baby. Just, I'm very much a mood person like that. It's craziness.
He's going through the change.
I'm going through the change. But, I mean, musically, like yesterday, I'm like, okay, I can see this. And it grabbed me a lot more. Like Rebirth. You got the group vocals, the guitar stands out in that song. I mean, Obsidian, am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think that's musically strong. That really caught my ears. Escape from Beyond, another rocker. And then you said about the bonus track. That's probably my favorite. They were not the last. To me, that catches me the rockers. But yeah, this is an up and down album with me. Like first time I was like, I can't see Steve picking this. Then the second time I listened, I'm like, okay. Now I listened to it another time, I was like, nah, man, no.
That's how it was for me picking it, because I was looking for something metal to pick, and I'm like, because what I do is, in actually my notebook that I have here, all the new albums that come out, I write them down and the dates in my notebook, so I have them for the end of the year. And I was going through and checking ones out, and I'm like, no. And I'm like, Night Demon. I said, I'll try it. And I listened to it, and I was like, no. So I tried a couple more, and I'm like, I'll go back. I went back to a couple, and it hit me then, and that's why I picked it.
Yeah, I mean, it was up and down, and then yesterday it really probably grabbed me the most. Why? No idea.
It's PC.
But I definitely want to check this out more.
They have a ton of stuff out there. There's a shitload of stuff.
They do.
They're a big band that puts out a lot of singles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of singles and like 2 and 3 song EPs and stuff.
They have a live album with Uli John Roth.
That live album was good. I listened to that on my way up to see Queensrÿche last year. What do you think, Dylan?
I like Night Demon. I mean, I was the one that brought them to everybody's attention. So I like how this album feels less like it's directly ripping off Maiden as some of their other stuff. Like they do kind of get into that a little more. But this album feels a little more distinct for me. I really liked all of it. I think even like Beyond the Grave, as it was starting slow, I was like, oh, is this going to be the clunker of the album? And then the kick-in happens, and I'm like, okay, no, never mind, this is great. The Wrath is awesome. The Wrath kicked ass. I thought that was a really awesome way to end the album proper, but also having that bonus track of The Last Day was great. I think the thing that helps this album the most is that it is short, sweet, to the point. It gets in, it gets out before like you have a chance to feel like it's overstaying its welcome. You know, it leaves you wanting more, but not in a that you weren't satisfied way. It's like, damn, I could, I'm in a good mood from listening to this. I could listen to some more stuff from these guys, but I felt satisfied from this album. So I think this was a really solid, short album, very harkening back to the past of albums being like 40 minutes and not, hour-long odysseys that you have to break a chunk out of your day to listen to. You can just sit down, listen to this in one quick sitting while you're mowing the grass or, doing some work on a laptop and be satisfied. So I really appreciated that, and guitar work was fantastic. I think probably... See, it's tough to say that it was the best guitar work because another band has really good guitar work, but very different guitar work than this. But I really love the soloing in this. I think it kicks ass. So,
what I like about all the albums that we picked, they're all so different.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing that's like the same. Yeah. It's all rock, but it's like we got a metal, we got a straight up rock, we got an alternative type thing, and we got like a super group that is aptly named.
Supergroup.
BB, what do you got?
Yeah, this is a really good album. This was like a surprise because I remember when Dylan brought it up, and I had an album on my phone of these guys, but it wasn't this one. It was something else. So I remember Dylan saying it, so I had it, but I don't remember listening to it. But this was a really good album. Outsider, I'll skip the prelude. The Outsider. I love how it kind of builds from the beginning. It really starts off and it goes off. The band gang vocals really surprised me at the chorus. I thought they sounded really, really good. Obsidian, I love the drums in this one. The guitars are really, really great, and that abrupt ending, I just absolutely love when bands will do that and just all of a sudden, boom, done. 4, Beyond the Grave. I love how it feels dark. Like the vocals are kind of dark, but the music has like this melodic feel to it. And I think you said it's almost like a Dio or a Dio Sabbath, heaven or hell Sabbath Dio kind of feel to it. I really love that song. Song number 5, Rebirth. Killer drum and guitar opening. And I wrote down kind of Iron Maiden-ish. Cool time change in the middle of the song that really, really caught my ear. Song number 6, Escape from Beyond. Fast-paced rocker that slows down at the chorus. And then the solo in this song is just off the charts. It's just mind-blowing. Song number 7, Awake. Cool and different than the rest of the album. I love how it kind of like slowly builds throughout the whole song. And the outro's fucking solo is fan-fucking-tastic. The Wrath. This is my roller coaster song. I love this one. It has some really cool band screaming vocals in it, but the main vocals are so soft, and then there's a crazy kick in. The song takes off, heavy riffs, then it slows down towards the end. Great song. And then number 9, The Last Day. Great bonus track, fast and trashy, big drums, big riffs. Great way to end the album.
All right.
Yeah, I loved it.
I thought BB was gonna fucking hate it. I'm like, BB is gonna trash this motherfucker. That's why I waited for you. That's why I picked on you last. But I'm surprised you liked it.
Yeah.
All right, so there's 2. Dylan did Foo Fighters, but here we are, and I did Night Demon Outsider. So we're gonna do our Jim song, and this is from our. We spoke about 2 of these guys before, actually, Ryan Spencer Cook and Jeremy Asbrock, the Rock City Machine Company, and they have we played their debut song about 5 or 6 episodes ago when it came out, and this is perfect and timely. So they put out a new single like last week, I think it is. The band actually is Ryan Spencer Cook, Jeremy Asbrock, Phil Schaus, and Evan Fredrickson does the drums on this album, which I think is there's the producer Fredrickson. It's his son, I guess, that plays drums on this. So the song is called Summer Song. So Dylan's going to play it now and check it out. And these guys' album's coming out later this month, I believe. Actually, it might be out Friday. So definitely check them out. It is worth a listen. Play it away, Dylan.
Spinning heads around, man, she looks so fine.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed Summer Song from the Rock City Machine Company. I can't wait to check that whole album out. It's got a definite, I don't know, it's got like a 70s hard rock feel to it. I think it's going to be fucking fantastic. I can't wait to hear the whole album. And if the first 2 songs are any indicator of how it's going to be, I'm definitely going to enjoy it. So we'll do a little hidden gems, and we're going to start with BB.
All right. This is definitely for Dylan, Tom, and Zeus from the Shout It Out Loud cast. I kind of dug a little deeper into my 90s-ish music, and I came up with a band from 1994. The band is called Mad Season.
Oh.
And these guys are made up of Lance Staley, the singer of Alice in Chains, a guitarist from Pearl Jam, the drummers from Screaming Trees, who were a big Seattle band, and the bass player is from another Seattle supergroup that never really made it out. But the song is called River of Deceit. It's very Alice in Chains-ish, just because, I think they tried to, be Alice in Chains, and it just didn't work out for them. But some of the stuff on the album is cool. A lot of it are kind of duds for me. But this one's definitely stands out. So it's Mad Season, River of Deceit.
River of Dreams.
Yeah.
I hate it already.
Yeah, righty.
Come on,
See, at least you don't have to listen to it. That's why I said it's for Tom and Zeus and Dylan.
I know. They appreciate it. Tom loves the Screaming Trees. He's mentioned them a shitload of times on their show, and I couldn't name a song. If the song came on right now, I have no idea what the fuck that is. What do you got, Dylan?
Well, this is an interesting one. It's there's a very famous video game called League of Legends. It's an online game that has some, like Major League Gaming play to it. So it's very popular. And inside the game, there was a virtual heavy metal band called Pentakill, and they came out with 3 albums. Now here's some of the people that were involved with this band Pentakill: Yorn from Yorn, ZP Thaert, formerly of Skid Row, Derek Sherinian, Greg Bissonette, Tommy Lee. It's a couple of, and a lot of other different people, but all these people were involved. Kind of a power metal sounding band, very cool. They did a virtual concert for their most recent album, which came out in 2021. But it's cool. It's a cool thing that they didn't really have to do for this video game, but they just decided, hey, let's make a virtual heavy metal band and release 3 albums from it. So definitely check it out. The band Pentakill.
All right.
You sounded so excited about it. I dug deep.
It sounds kind of cool. It sounds cool. I was just thinking who's going next for your BC.
Yeah, Dylan, thanks
No, it sounds pretty cool. The name's cool. The name's pretty cool.
So,
sorry for my lack of enthusiasm.
wow, what a band!
Enthusiasm.
Thanks for coming today, Dylan.
Enthusiasm.
Nice pick.
All right, BC, what do you got?
My band is.
Pentakill.
I've been using my notes thing because I'm terrible at remembering shit. So when I hear something that catches my ear, I have to.
It's about time you started using that fucking feature of your phone that you've had for 20 years.
Shit here, and then I have to go back and try to find why I put it there. But out of my vein, it's a straightforward hard rock band out of LA that formed in 2002, Diamond Lane. Very not the fanciest street rock and roll, I want to say, which they're from LA, which is kind of usually leads to more poppier, but this is fucking angry music.
Are they on Apple Music?
Yes.
Diamond Lane.
Diamond Lane.
Okay. All right.
That's nobody.
Yeah.
Wow!
Woo! Good pick,
totally,
BC.
What a totally amazing and excellent discovery.
I was just mad because Dylan took mine.
Everybody calm down and don't freak out.
I had to find something else. All right. So for mine, I had one picked out, and I'll save that for another time. So I was telling one of my coworkers yesterday. She probably didn't give a shit, but I was telling her anyways, because our desks are next to one another. I said, I'm in such a rut. I said, I can't find anything that I want to listen to. I said, I can't find anything that I want to read that keeps my interest. I said, I don't want to fucking do anything. So then the other day I was at the firehouse and I was listening to the albums for tonight's thing, and I'm like I just need a break from this shit. So I was just aimlessly listening to the albums that we're gonna talk about, just kind of letting them soak into my psyche. So I was flipping through Facebook, and I had heard the name of this band 1,000 fucking times, and I've seen the logo but I've never listened to a note of their music, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna check these guys out. And I put it on, and I was like, oh shit, it caught me like right away. I listened to it like twice that day, and I listened to it actually last night when I was sitting out having a couple cocktails. Band called Wicked Smile. I'd seen the name a shitload of times. The album came out in 2021. It's called Wait for the Night. It's got like a black and like kind of neon green theme on the cover, and it was really good. It has the production is great on it. The vocals are cool, and a lot of hooks, a lot of great choruses. The guitar solos are fucking shredding on it. So check that out. Wicked Smile, Wait for the Night. And actually when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, I hope this is on iTunes. I just want to check out something fucking a different band. It's not different. Yeah, that's it. It's not different from what we listened to, but it's different from what I that I had listened to before. So there's our hidden gems. BB's got from 1994 Mad Season, the band, and the song is called River of the Sea. Dylan's got League of Legends, Pentakill.
Yes.
Yes. And Diamond Lane for BC, which I will check the both of those out. And Wicked Smile for me.
You mean you're going to check all three of them out?
No, I'm not.
Okay, guys.
If you send me the song, I will listen to the song. I'm not gonna. I will listen to the song. I'll listen to that one last.
Okay.
I'll listen to that one last, and then Wicked Smile for me. Wait for the Night. So we got 2 albums down. So before we get going, what do you guys think? We've been doing the podcast since 2017 or 18, I think. And it seems like every year that we've been doing the podcast, there's like more and more, like there's no way there's going to be better albums out than there was, last year. And then the next year, like, holy shit, surpassed. What do you guys think of, as a whole, what has come out so far this year compared to other years, like halfway through the year? What do you think, Dylan?
I think it's okay.
Glowing recommendation?
There's nothing that's completely blown me out of the water or anything like that. Like, the albums that I've listened to are pretty solid. I think that there's no album that I actively disliked that I've listened to this year. Like, even the Avenged Sevenfold album's grown on me because it's so batshit. So I think it's a solid year so far. Nothing that I'm putting on my favorite albums of all time list, but nothing that I'm throwing in the trash. Like, this is the worst. That I think bands are starting to finally get back into the groove of playing live and kind of being on the road again. So you can kind of see that a lot in their recordings. But yeah, I mean, I definitely would prefer this over Saxon releasing another covers album.
Who doesn't?
So
I know Sonny's a big fan of that one, though.
yeah, so
All right.
I'd give it a solid 5 or 6 out of 10.
Okay. Compared to the other years.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think, BB?
Yeah, what really I like this year, I think there's a lot of bands from I kind of like what we're used to, or like kind of what we grew up with, kind of still releasing albums this year. Metallica being one, LA Guns being another. Like, there's bands that we grew up with listening to still making music. And I think this is a pretty solid year for foundation music that I like, but I don't think there will ever be an album that blows my mind like Master of Puppets, because when you got Master of Puppets, you listened to Master of Puppets for 3 fucking months straight.
And then you want to put on Ride the Lightning instead.
And then, but then like this year with Metallica's 72 Seasons, I probably listened to it once or twice, and there's so much shit. Like, now you don't have enough. There's so much. There's no time to sit and really grasp it and listen to it like you did back in the day. But I love how bands are still making music that we listened to 30, 40 years ago.
I have to agree with both these guys so far. BB had to hit the nail on the head there. I mean, like, you can't listen to music like we did when we were younger, because
there's too much.
There's too much. There's the internet. You can pull up anything and listen to it. Back then, you went and bought something and listened to it. That's a world of difference to me. I agree. There's just, you don't really dive into something as much as you did back in the day. As far as releases this year compared to last year or any other year, I think it's okay. There's nothing been like, oh my God. But there's been steady stuff. And I think I'd rather take some steady stuff than flash into wow and then nothing. And, you know?
Yeah.
But the year's not over yet.
Okay. All right. I'm kind of underwhelmed this year of a lot of the releases that came out. I absolutely agree and get your guys' points and stuff, but I was thinking about it the other day, and I was looking at I quickly looked at the albums now. There's nothing that for me so far this year that came out that is like a Firepower, like the last Rod's album. There's nothing that has like just pummeled me, or like the new Maiden album that I just. And these albums that I'm talking about, I'm still going back to them. And it's just like, I listen to Senjutsu probably at least once a week. I listen to Firepower once or twice a month. I go back to the Rods constantly. I don't have that. I have that with a couple. Like I love the new Avatar album. That's up there for me. I was going to pick that one for this one, but I didn't really want BB to fucking bash me too bad on that one. But I don't know. I'm a little underwhelmed. I just wanted to get your guys' thing. Just for the ones that are out so far, there's nothing that really just has taken me by the lapels and slapped the shit out of me. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, and I agree with what BB said. You know, the foundation bands are out there. You know, Metallica, LA Guns. LA Guns is one that is kind of disappointing to me this year. Yeah. I need to give it a little more time. But to what you said too, BB. There's so much, you don't have the time to do that. Yeah. It's kind of like, if it doesn't catch you right away, you're not going to go back to it because there's 6 other albums you want to fucking check out. Yep. Mm-hmm. You know? So I just want to get your guys kind of take on that.
In the past, you could not have that.
Right. Well, because in the past, you had in your hand what you could afford to fucking buy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you got that and you listened to it.
Yeah. Yep.
You didn't go home punching.
Right. Or in your phone, just boom, and you got your earbuds in and, you know.
You listen to something, you go down the bottom. You may also like, and there's 8 bands down there.
Right.
You didn't have that.
You had the album that you just went down to Ames, rode your bike to get, or went to Sugarman's when your parents were there and grabbed whatever. That was your album. That was the time when you had. When's the last time any? I know Dylan not so much, but I know you BC and you BB. I know we've all been getting vinyl records back again. Like and I bought way too many fucking albums in the last fucking 4 years. Thanks, BC, by the way.
You made fun of me.
Christine got a vinyl shipment in the other day.
Good. See? But, like, out of all the shit that you've gotten, like, say, an album you bought 2 years ago, how many of those albums have you sat down with the album and studied it and read all the liner notes and the lyrics and checked out the disc itself, what was on that? I can't think. I can think of maybe Firepower and Senjutsu, maybe for me, but you don't do that because you don't have the fucking time to do that. Yeah. I mean, but trust me, when I do buy records, I do play them. I play them, but I don't. I'm not sitting
doing
down
something else.
When you get the album,
those
you check it out.
You check it out,
especially Maiden. To me, Maiden's like
right.
Okay, you look for things.
But even with Maiden, you still don't study it as you used to.
No.
And that's kind of. I just wanted to get your guys' views on that. So
Yeah, because how many records did you guys get in the mail this week? You know what I mean? Even if it was only one or it was 3, that you don't have the time.
It's
to
on average a record
sit.
a day at our house.
No, it's not. Not lately. Not lately.
Come on, we just got
past.
In the past, it was, but I'm to the point of BC now. Like I pretty much have what I want. There's a couple ones that I want that I need that are fucking ridiculously expensive that I'm not paying the money for. $249 for a saw cut version of fucking Vane. No respect. No, I'm not fucking paying that. But
the disrespect.
I pretty much have
no respect for that.
I pretty much have what I want in my collection, unless someone comes out with something new and I pre-order it.
And me and Steve had a groundbreaking moment this week.
We did.
We finally got our Slaughter the Wildlife album after a year and almost a half.
Yeah, because when I order an album online or from wherever, I will put it in my notes on my phone and put the date down that I ordered it. It was like
2/18.
Yeah, February 18th, 2022 that we ordered that, and it came last Sunday, I think.
Just early,
last
yeah.
Saturday or Sunday.
Missed it.
So I mean, and it's great. They did a great job on it,
Good.
and I get it. But I mean, like, and nothing against the guys that are doing these things, but like, they're doing pre-sales for shit that they don't even have nothing done on it.
We didn't get we didn't get what? Fear No Evil.
Fear No Evil.
And they had to pre-order out for this. We didn't get the fucking Fear No Evil.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah,
And we were both like, okay.
I know. Yeah.
Take
So-
my money.
Take my money.
And I get it. It's everyone's getting vinyl again, and it takes 6 months and all this bullshit. I totally get it. I totally get it. But like that was a year and a half. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. We'll get back to the albums here, and BB, you're up next, I believe, my friend.
Alrighty. Yeah, I had to pick a supergroup that I saw this year, and I kind of wanted to pick this album because what blew me away when I saw these guys this year, they played 5 songs from this album, which I think is mind-blowing because
You don't get that.
bands don't do that anymore. Like Dylan said, the Foo Fighters are doing 2. You know what I mean? When we talk about years, I'd be very curious. We'll have to pull up like a Setlist FM if they're even touring yet. Like how many? They're probably doing 1 or 2 off of theirs, But these guys did 5 songs off the album, which I thought was amazing, and they are probably the 5 best songs on the album. I'm talking about the Winery Dogs. This album was released. It's called Winery Dogs 3. Funny enough, it was released February 3rd of this year, and of course the Winery Dogs are Billy Sheehan on the bass, Richie Coxon on guitar and vocals, and Mike Portnoy on the drums. This is a great album. If you guys like the first two albums, this is pretty much in line. I think it fits there the way they are. I think the debut album is amazing. Hot Streak is next, which is probably falls in line. I think this is reasonably a good third out of the 3 because there are a couple songs down on here that are, at least in my mind, are somewhat a little bit skippers. But starts off with the single Xanadu. Love this song. This production on this album is great. I love when you can actually hear all 3 instruments. It's almost like they're playing in the same room. This album is production 10 plus for sure. I love Richie's like that raspy voice that he has. Amazing guitar work throughout this album. Billy's bass runs are great, and of course Mike's killer drumming are just so cool. The chorus for this is super catchy. I know why they kind of released this first because it just kind of like is a Winery Dog song, and with that catchy chorus, it really grabs you. Song number 2, Mad World. This is another kind of iconic Winery Dog sound. It's just like with a little melodic twist to it. Richie's little high-pitched screams are really, really cool there. And once again, just Mike and Billy with their band harmonies at the chorus are really, really good. Song number 3 that they did on tour, Breakthrough. This song's a little bit slower, a little bit more emotional song, but the solo is great. Then after that solo, it picks up a little bit, about a half a step after the solo, which is a little bit better than the beginning. But the outro solo is fan-fucking-tastic. Song number 4, Rise. This is like a funky groove sounding song. More of Billy and Mike doing some really good background vocals. Really cool bass solo into the guitar solo, which was really, really good. Song number 5, which they did on tour, Stars. Another catchy Winery Dogs song, iconic song from almost like from the first album, and it almost has some really cool, crazy, echoing palm muting that Richie does. And the solo in it is cool, but the solo may just be a hair bit long for me, and I can't believe I wrote that down, because it seems like it goes on and on when it kind of could have cut off a little bit early. Song number 6, The Vengeance. Another more crazy guitar distortion. There's a little bit of keyboard in this one underneath the guitar, which is cool. A little cowbell, another great solo. Song number 7, Pharaoh. Cool drums. Mike Portnoy kills it on the drums here. And once again, there's some really crazy bass runs that Billy does. Richie vocals are great. And, of course, another crazy solo. Song number 8 that they did on tour was Gaslight. More upbeat, old school Winery Dogs. This is a great song. More, once again, really cool palm mutes that Richie does. The drums are killer. This is probably, for me, the best song on the album. Song number 9, Lori Lee. A little slower, bluesy rocker. It's all right. It's not bad. The solo in it is one of those solos that kind of don't kind of fit the song, but it does fit the song. Another good one, another deep track that's really, really good. Song number 10 that closes out the album that they did on tour, The Red Wine. Another old school Winery Dog sound. Once again, these 3 guys continue to make amazing music, and it's a great closer. What'd you think about this album there, BC? What'd you think?
Oh, the Winery Dogs. Come on. God damn. I mean, I think was it me and you, BB, I went to see? Or all 3 of us? I don't remember. I can't remember. We've seen it many times.
I saw the Penn's Peak once.
4 of us went, and then me, you, and RA went, and then us 3 went, I think.
And then I saw them, I think, in March.
You saw March when I was sick, yeah. And I saw them once. I saw them on their first tour in Vegas.
I mean, to me, what can you say?
There you go.
What can you say about the Winery Dogs? I mean, the musicianship in this band is off the scale. I mean, if you put on an album, listen to it, and don't like it, I don't know. I mean, no matter what kind of music you like, there's so much in their music and their songs that there's something for everybody, I think. I mean, I think you touched on Richie Kotzen's vocals. I mean, to me, I love his vocals. Sonny Pooney out there got me into his solo stuff. I listen to tons of his solo stuff. Love it. I mean, just what are you going to say about the music on it? It's just the whole album. But the Stars, the solo in that, and the out solo in that song, there are standouts to me. Gaslight. You can put this on, and you just find yourself like it's enjoyable. It's just you don't have to sit there and concentrate on it. You put this on, it's like. And you're just like, damn, like, I mean, and he plays this tiny little kid, you know, like, how the fuck, I mean, I'm speechless when it comes to this album. I love the Winery Dogs. I mean, like I said, just 3 albums, and you could throw on any Winter albums, because, like,
good shit. DW.
Yeah, you can't beat Winery Dogs. I mean, they are fantastic. What I found interesting about this album was that there wasn't, at least to my ear, as much of a spotlight on Billy on this album. It didn't seem like he didn't get a lot of time to have his solos or his kind of flowers, whereas we got kind of the Richie show on this one, which I'm not complaining about whatsoever. You give the spotlight to any of these 3 individuals, and it's going to be amazing. But I just found it interesting that Billy didn't get kind of his bass break like he normally does, at least as much as he normally does. But I mean, songs like Xanadu, The Vengeance, Gaslight were really great. I actually really liked Lorelei for its placement on the album, because I don't really think of like a slower bluesy song as fitting with the Winery Dogs, but it works for me for some reason. I don't know why, but I think just the placement of it made me like that song even more, because it came after Gaslight, which was such a good high-paced rocker that it was a nice come-down song for it. But this was a solid album. You're not going to get shit material from these guys. You're just not. I don't think they are able to come out with crappy material.
We challenged you guys to put out a shitty album.
Yeah, like I don't think whenever they get in the room that they're just going to be like, well, we have nothing. I don't know what to tell you guys. We have no inspiration. It just anytime they're in a room together and they're recording and they're playing together, you're going to get some magic, and I think there's a lot of magic to be found on this album for sure.
Awesome. Alrighty, Righty, bring it home, buddy.
All right, number one, you're insane. I will tell you why is a little in a minute. Well, number one, I like this.
That's number two.
Well, I like this a lot better than the second one.
Oh yeah,
I thought
really?
I thought Hot Streak was.
Whoa! All right.
Was it's good, but it's I don't know. It doesn't. Give me my beer back, fucker. Like there's some stuff I really like on it, but I don't know. There's some meh on there for me. I don't know. But I haven't spent as much time with that as I have with this one and the first one. Xanadu, quick bass run. I mean, this is another band. You can tell it's them. First note on the fucking album. Okay. You know, Winery Dogs right off the bat. Signature Kotzen and Sheehan together. I think that these guys, 3 albums in, you can say that these guys have a signature sound.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
The drums are crisp, but the production is fucking fantastic on this album. Solo on this is killer. I'm surprised you didn't bring it up, BC. It's like your partner. All I see is la la la, and all I get is blah blah blah. Right? Fucking BC's partner work must say blah 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 1,000 times a fucking day, and that is
don't ruin the music for
bullshit.
He works with Alex Lifeson doing the
Mad World. Great second song. And this is a continuing problem on this album, and I think it was a problem for me on the some of the choruses I don't like. I hate the fucking chorus on this Mad World song. I love the song. If you took the chorus out of the song, I would absolutely love it. The chorus, I'm just like, ugh. But the rest of the song, fucking killer. Breakthrough. This one's okay. This one's just okay for me. The drums have a good driving beat. The middle, the solo's like middle of the road for me. Not totally like Kotzen going crazy shredding. There's some really good leads at the end of the song. Rise, back to a little more up-tempo from the start. The mix of the guitar and the bass at the beginning of the song is just fucking amazing for me. It's one of them parts of the album that just, I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta listen to that again. Like 40 seconds in, I'm like hitting the back button just to see if I'm hearing what I thought I was fucking hearing, and it's fucking awesome. The chorus in this one, I don't care for the chorus in this one either. I'm like, dudes. But other than that, like we got cowbell in here, baby. So fucking. There's a killer like little. And I don't know if I agree with you, Dylan, about the Billy Sheehan not being able to shine on this one. There's like a fantastic bass solo right before the guitar solo on this song alone. It's fucking fantastic.
It just takes a while to get to it, is what I'm saying. Like on the album.
Yeah, it's only the 4th song.
Well, I know, but normally
through.
Like.
I think that's his only.
Yeah, it's like more often that it happens. Like,
but this is his only bass solo that he lets him go.
But I think it's they're more of a locked in band now, more of a solid than just like I need each guy needs to shine in each song.
I can see
that. I think him and Mike Portnoy are more locked in on this album than
before.
There's not as much like each guy playing their own song. Like those two are just I think locked a little more. Richie Kotzen, I still just I'll say it. I said it 1,000 times. I'll say it again. I'm still amazed this guy does not play with a fucking guitar pick. And here's where you're insane, BB. Stars. Fucking starts out with a little smooth feel to it. Great kind of basic thumping bass, which is I like to hear that from Billy Sheehan from now and time and again. Picks up for the verse. There's a heaviness in this song that comes and goes that I think is great. It's just such a coolly crafted song. And when the solo kicks off, it's got a spacey feel, like something like from Rush, like from 2112 or something from like Hemispheres or something like. It's got that feel to it from an early Rush album. But then it just builds and fucking he absolutely tears it up. And the crash solos during some cymbals during this, this is a fucking highlight of the album for me. Totally stretched out. The solos are absolutely fucking fantastic. Did they play this live when you saw them?
Yes.
Oh, I wish you said no.
No.
Maybe.
Too late.
Damn it.
But
They canceled the whole show.
But
they
this
even
song,
extended the solo a little longer.
I'm sure they did. This may be my favorite Winery Dogs song.
Wow.
It's just fucking total aces. I fucking love it. This is one that when I was listening to it, it gets done. I play it like again. The Vengeance, little slower pace, gives you a little kind of a breather there. There's some woohoos in there. You know that I'm down for that shit. This one's a little more weird musically, but it works though. More cowbell for BB.
Ding ding. Boom boom.
Another great track. Just a total good, deep album track. Pharaoh, little harmonic bass. See, Billy Sheehan's back. He's getting a little more love on this one. Good rock groove for the main riff of the song. The drums are out. I think the drums are really out front on this one. This might be the Mike Portnoy one and Billy Sheehan because there's more harmonic bass throughout the song in this one. This one I do like the chorus. Takeoff type solo for me that kind of builds and then he freaking shreds. But listen, this is the one that it really caught my ear with Mike and Billy really locked in during the solo on this song. It's just absolute, like, what the fuck? These guys are just killer. Tons of leads throughout the song. This one's got a lot of moving parts to it. Great crafted song. Richie really tears it up. Like, the final minute and a half is like, what the fuck? Just, like, crazy. Sick bananas, Bannon. Sick fucking bananas. Gaslight, rocker from the beginning. Kick-ass song. Lorelei. This has kind of like a swampy guitar feel to it. Kind of little Uncle Tom's Cabin-ish. Little bluesy kind of feel to it. Pretty good. The solo is really a good blues solo. Red Wine, big sounding from the beginning. The groove once it gets going. Little longer solo at the end. Richie just kills it on this album. It's great album ender. And my only thing is there's some weak choruses on this album for me.
And what's even cool when they do the Red Wine song, Billy comes out with a red wine bass. It's really cool. It's almost like filled to the top, so like when he plays, it kind of like moves a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do they play red?
I was
red
just
wine?
gonna say.
I like it.
Nice. I'm glad.
I feel like
I'm
they could do a
glad
cover of
you
that
liked it.
and make it cool. Because it's got that kind of
That'd be
reggae feel to it. So
I don't know
could
if they-
translate it to blues
I don't
a
think
little
they
bit.
do any covers. Right?
No.
There's
I
no
mean,
covers
no.
on any of the albums. But imagine them like picking a song like that and just Winery Dogs singing it.
Oh, I feel like they do. They do a cover. Moon Age Daydream.
I don't
They
know.
cover Bowie.
Why'd you have to tell me that?
Obviously.
What do you have to tell me?
That's off the Dog Years EP.
Oh,
Dag.
yeah. Oh, so
No wonder I don't listen to
I
that.
wouldn't have
I'm
known that.
Mama, Papa coming.
Don't
for
ruin
you.
them for me, Dylan.
Yeah, nice.
All right, BC, you got the last album. What do you got, buddy?
Fuck, am I gonna do
This
that?
better be good.
Nah, this is the crappiest one too. It's funny when we came out this episode and then everything I listened to, and I think the day Steve put out "Let's Get Our Albums In," and I was listening. I was in a mood, and I was listening to Overkill, and I put in Overkill, and I put Overkill. So I mean, not saying that was a bad album, but and then I don't know. This came out June 2nd of this year, and as soon as I put it on, I was like, fucking boom. I mean, they've been around for 20. I love Buckcherry. We've seen them many times. Fabulous live band. The last few albums have been great. Very good. But, like, I don't know. This album just, you put it on, I'm like, damn. And I text Steve, like, hey, is it too late? I say,
And make a change.
I'm not angry anymore. I'm happy. I want to listen to some Buckcherry. So, Buckcherry's new one, Volume 10, which came out June 2nd. Produced by Marty Fredrickson. Whoever that is, I'm not really familiar with
I think he's the father of the drummer on the.
Yeah, I was just gonna say what a
the father of the
there.
guy from LA Guns, or
No. Marty Casey, that guy's name was.
Casey. Okay, see, I did Marty something. Marty with the be cool. Deal with it. Anyways, I'm gonna stand up and defend my band here. These guys are playing live currently now, and they do 5, and I'm gonna take it back. They do 4 new songs.
Oh, because one of them was the
The
cover.
the one song is the cover that's on the album, so it's not their song. So I'm gonna say 4. So that's better than live.
That's
band.
still respectable.
But 5 songs from the
From this
album.
album.
From this album,
Yeah.
yes. 4 that are theirs, and
5 out of 11.
cover
That's
too.
respectable, BC.
Alrighty. Alright, so this album was up with a song called This and That. It's a rocking tune when it gets going. At first, it kind of like a, I don't know, country feel, I want to say. Not really country, but it's different. When I first heard it, like, how is this different? And then when it kicks in, it just rocks. And it goes back to the... And so you guys are going to hear it over me or under me or whatever Dylan
See,
does.
I think you're already doing such a great job that I don't
you
need
may
to
not
edit.
have
You don't
to.
need to do it now.
But he'll put it in, though.
Maybe.
Compare mine to the actual one and let us know what you think. Track 2, Good Time. Cranking riff, the hi-hat rocking. It has the background vocals, the killer solo, and the solo one on this album is... Come on. Like you said, you put this album on and we're swaying back and forth because that's what they do live. This is probably going to be one of the standout tracks. I mean, I love all of them, but this is one of the standout one. Track 3 is Keep On Fighting. Has a bass intro into a driving rock, high energy, fantastic sick banana solo. To me, I think fits the song perfectly. Track 4, Turn It On. Another one with a cool guitar riff start, bass drum into it, and then like the heavy chorus. And to me, when I get to the solo, it fits the song perfectly. Track 5, they're going to slow it down a little bit. I mean, you got to have this. Band can't. They're going to blow gas to keep going like that. They got to take a little break. Feels Like Love, mellow tune, decently vocals. I mean, not bad. One and Only has this cool drum start into a killer rocker. Again, when the solo comes in, it has a double bass behind it. I mean, come on. This is everything I'm loving here. So, where was I? Okay, 7. Shine Your Light. Another stand-up rocker. Again, has the killer solo in it. You can't go wrong with any of these songs. Another one I'm gonna say is a standout on me is Let's Get Wild. The bass and drum start to it kicks into the good rocking tune with the catchy vocals, and again another sick solo. I just said sick and then put bananas in it.
All right.
Sick. And then I'm gonna wait for comments on this one. Track 9, With You. I mean, this came out. It has such a Scorpions The Zoo feel. I mean, it's almost it came on and it stopped me dead. I'm like, are they doing the, without hearing the words, like, dun, dun, dun. I'm like, are they doing the Scorpions? I was like, stop. You know how you stop? You're like, but it does. It has even the guitar solo in it has that Scorpions feel.
Fuck.
I was like, damn, this is.
I think we all wrote something.
Oh,
somewhere
yeah.
down.
That stopped me dead in my tracks when this came on. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. Track 10, Pain is kind of it starts off with some piano and it builds up a little bit, and then like the out solo to it brings it back up to me. Started off kind of weak, and then but you listen to it a few times, very, very great. And then they closed the album out with a cover track of Bryan Adams, cover song of Bryan Adams, Summer of '69, which back in high school we did this for the talent show, Summer of '69. So kind of, I mean, it's a great song from Bryan Adams, alone Buckcherry. And I forget what we called ourselves for the talent show.
Fuck
Ryan
nuts.
Chapman.
Fuck nuts. The BC band.
BC band.
BC, the sunshine.
Please welcome. But I mean, this album came out. I could throw this on. It's just, to me, there's no skippers even to me. Even the slower tune is not. I can live with it. It's very. I like all their albums, but this is the first one in probably about the last 3 albums that really grabbed me right out of the gate. Dylan, what do you think?
Okay, so I like this album a lot. I think that the guitar work on it is really good. For me, the songs are too short. It just feels like they come and go way too quickly. Like, we have 11 tracks in 37 minutes. It's the same track number, it's the same length as Night Demon, but they did it with 9 tracks. But those songs felt like each of them had time to fester and grow. Whereas these tracks, it feels like they're coming and going way too quick. And I kind of want a little more from it, you know? I did write down with you, I put Scorpion's guitar song. The beginning is very No One Like You like, but then it gets into the chugging zoo kind of verses. And I also found another kind of 2 things that reminded me of other things. This and that reminded me of that You Can Get With This or You Can Get With That song. But Turn It On, they literally stole the riff from Paradise City. The from the like during that So Far Away, they literally do that same exact riff in that song. So go back and listen to it. It is literally note for note that riff. It's not a sound alike. It is definitely that riff.
There's no like it.
But the guitar work is, of course, my favorite thing about Buckcherry. I think that they're guitarists because I don't think Keith Nelson's currently with the band anymore.
No.
But their current guitarist, I think, still continues that flame very well, and the solos are great. I just wish the songs were a little longer. I want something a little more to bite into because they come and go before I could get a chance to truly enjoy them. But other than that, I think the only other complaint I have is that Summer '69, it's kind of a basic cover. Like, it's fine, it's good, but it just, like, it doesn't offer me anything different from the original. Which, like, I try to, like, with cover songs, I like to have to go to it for a different reason than, you know, it's just kind of a one-to-one cover. You know what I mean? But that's just me. Otherwise, this was a very good pick.
All right. I'm going to go back. I'm sorry. I forgot about it when I was doing my thing. Josh Todd on vocals, which we all love Josh. Stevie DeCaney.
Stevie D, I think they just call him, right?
Stevie D, yeah, on the thing.
Right.
But
Mike D.
Lead and rhythm vocals. Kelly
Lemieux.
On bass. Francis Ruiz on drums. And Billy Rowe on rhythm and lead guitar. Which we seen them the last few years. They're phenomenal live. All right, BB.
Yeah, BC or Buckcherry. They're back at it, BC. You know, their last couple albums were a little meh. I think they're back where they should be. I really, really enjoy this album. Opens up with This and That. I kind of roll. It almost has like a heavy or southern rock feel to it, especially with the slide guitar in there. It gives it like a southern feel. Great opener. Love this track. Song number 2, Good Time. It has a great groove to it. The solo is killer. I like the call and response that Josh does, almost like in the song that he's kind of talking to the crowd, which is really, really cool and different because I don't know any other kind of songs that does something like that. Song number 3, Keep On Fighting. Tempo picks up a little bit compared to the first 2. Definitely a fast rocker and a killer solo, BC. Not Sick Banana solo. Not yet.
A killer solo.
Not yet. Song number 4, Turn It On. We're back to that Buckcherry swagger that I like from the first 2 songs. I love the band vocals at the solo, which are really, really good compared to the other songs. Song number 5, Feels Like Love. I slow it down for a little bit, but of course, you know, Buckcherry always has that slower song, you know, hoping to get a little radio play for some of these bigger city radio stations, I'm sure. Song number 6, One and Only. We're back to a fast-paced tempo on this one. The Buckcherry that I kind of like. The tempo... It builds. It builds a little bit through the song. Then it has like that super fast outro music, which is great. Song number 7, Shine Your Light. Another great Buckcherry rocker. Really nothing fancy for this one for me, but I love that abrupt ending that the song has. Song number 8, Let's Get Wild. Cool, dirty, gritty guitar work on this. The drums are huge and out front. Absolutely love this song. Song number 9, which everybody's talking about the Scorpions with you. And I said, oh, fuck. Because I don't know what it is, but every time I hear the Scorpions on the radio, or on Sirius, or on Ozzy's Boneyard, I fucking skip them anymore.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
How dare you?
I'm checked out of the Scorpions. When you said Scorpion, I'm like, fuck. I wrote down, I really love this song. I love the great groove it has. And the solo is sick fucking bananas for the night, BC.
Are you ready, baby?
and you ruined it for him for calling it
And he
Scorpions.
called it
Now he
the fucking
hates
Scorpion.
it. Now he hates it.
And I definitely love it because it probably is the longest solo on the album. Song number 10, Pain. Little piano ballad. You know, once again, just like the Feels Like Love. You know, another Buckcherry, slow it down a little bit. But once again, it's like that killer outro solo is crazy into that marching drum beat. So fucking cool. And then when you get to the Summer 69, I don't know what it is. I hate when fucking bands do this. I absolutely fucking hate when bands do this. Like, I don't know what it is.
Every cover bar band does it. I
I'm
did
so
it
fucking sick and tired
my
of a
band.
fucking band. I don't know if it's just the Summer 69. I
So you say
just
you
like
don't like 69.
like,
Is that
oh, maybe. But it just, I understand maybe you don't want pain, and it's only, maybe so if you cut Summer 69 on, maybe your album's only, 34 minutes, but I don't know. As I'm getting old and cranky, I have a problem with bands doing covers and putting them in the last spot.
It feels like a cop out.
Put it at the 5 or 6 in the middle where it kind of gets buried, and put something kick-ass at the end. Because then I'm like, oh,
Let's get wild.
Like, come on. But I know that's just fucking me, and that's just me being old and cranky.
I can hear that.
But
Understandable.
so.
Not crazy.
But maybe it was all right.
All right, like we talked about, bands that go on tour and play new songs off their album. So on this tour, they're doing Keep on Fighting, Good Time, Feels Like Love, and Pain off the album. Then, of course, the cover.
2 slow ones.
They're
Summer
playing
69.
Pain?
Yeah.
Wow, feels like love and
They
pain.
don't do this and that.
No.
Buckcherry, come on.
Shame on you.
So they're playing the 2 slow ones, plus they're definitely playing Sorry. Because
Yep.
that's one of their biggest
that's the
songs.
biggest one.
Oh, yeah.
So they're playing like 3 slow songs. And Buckcherry's a band that I don't like their slow stuff.
Yeah. In Summer 69. Come on!
Did they play Sorry on the ship?
Huh?
Did they play Sorry on the ship?
Oh, they had to.
I don't remember.
Probably.
Sorry's their biggest song.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't remember it.
Because fucking the
Maybe
first
I blocked
Buckcherry
out.
show, the fucking 2 idiots talking in front of us fucked up for me and Granza. I honestly, they talked so much, I thought fucking Josh Todd was going to stop in the middle of a fucking song. I swear to God.
I don't remember them doing that. Sorry.
Well, I'm sorry you don't remember.
Well, there was alcohol involved,
They're a little bit.
copious amounts,
That could have been the
and they played at night both times.
that
So.
could have been
No, but I mean, we would
the Jack and Coke night.
No. I
No,
don't think
no.
that's the same.
Maybe they. I don't know. Maybe they didn't. Dylan's going to look up the set list for Monsters
I'm just
Records.
looking up now. All right, Steve, take us home.
All right, Buckcherry, Volume 10 starts off. This is the best opening track of all the albums we're talking about today. Doom, tsh, doom, tsh. I fucking hear that. I'm like, yeah, baby. Fucking, I was like, they had me from that on this album. The little jangly guitar with it. The guitar and the vocals go up when it kicks in. The guitars are crunchy. The chorus is fucking awesome. Gang vocals. Groove up the ass. Like I said, this album had me hooked already. Hard, punchy, and catchy. Cool soloing with some slide guitar in there. I love the back and forth on this one. There could be this. You can picture the crowd doing this. Could be this. There could be that. And I can't believe they don't do it live. What the fuck? All right. Good time. Fucking rocker. Solo's killer in it. 2 for 2. This is the best song that we're talking about tonight. Keep on Fighting. Fucking killer. Best track on the album. Best track. My favorite track of all the 4 albums we talked about tonight. Kick-ass hard rocker. Bass is thumping. The riff is fast. The rapid. And I love. I said before how I like the rapid vocal cadences on some songs. Josh Todd does this fucking amazing. Just his cadence and the delivery that he has. Solo rips. Fast riffing underneath. This song just fucking best song of the fucking night. Turn It On, another punch in the face, catchy guitar groove, banging drums. These guys are on a roll. Layered vocals in parts. Fucking, this song would be great with the fucking crowd chanting. Another fun rocker. Feels Like Love. You get a little palate cleanser, a little breather. This isn't bad. I really like this song. Even for me, I was like surprised that I like it. It's not a straight up ballad. It's a ballad type song. I think that kind of makes it a little better for me. One and Only, right back to getting punched in the face. Slide guitar, killer rocking chorus, slide guitar solo, Shine Your Light. Fuck, I put, goddamn, this album is fantastic. Another hard rocker, grindage for the vocals, some ahs in there. That's why fucking that.
He loves them.
Killer. Great song. Solo short, but good. Let's Get Wild. Fucking this is another song that I think would be. Did I do this one live at least? Let's Get Wild.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, another home run. Fucking solo short, but it fucking kills. With You, back and forth type start. Some lead harmonies in there, and it does have that Scorpion Zoo chug to it. Just a little difference in the tempo. Great chorus and gang vocals. And the solo is totally ripping, and it's like the solo on the Zoo without the fucking talk box. Another great song. Pain. Little power piano ballad, whatever, to end it up. It's not bad. I'm thinking Summer '69 is an album track, not a bonus, because it doesn't say bonus track anywhere.
Right.
I disagree with BB. I think if a band is going to do a cover song on an album, I think it should be at the end, so you can consider the rest of the album, and then this, and just an added tidbit for you.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
You know, and that's just like when Queensryche put Rebel Yell on the end of DNA. I don't consider that an album track. It's just an extra song, a bonus track that they gave you.
Filler or something, right?
With that in mind, I think if, say, Summer '69 is not on there, or it's a bonus track, if you flip the last two songs around, end it with You, and have Pain be the 9th song, I think if you flip those two songs, it would flow a little better, so you can end with a fucking killer track. Summer '69, I like the cover. Bryan Adams, dude, finally, Brian spells his name the fucking proper way. Just a little more up tempo than the original, but I think they do it justice. I think it's a good solid version of it. Definitely not a skipper. It's a great song to begin with, and I think they don't do anything to harm it.
69.
So Steve's going on. I'm looking back through their set list alive, and they throw different songs in there. So it's like,
so they probably mix it up.
They mix it up a little bit.
How could they not open with this and that?
I was going back. I'm back in June already, and I don't see that in the set. Let's get.
Come on, Josh. I know you're listening. Throw that fucker in there.
God damn it, Porno Star at the Movies. That's off the first album. So they throw in. Seems like they're throwing in a song or two different.
All right. There's our 4 albums. We have Foo Fighters, But Here We Are from Dylan, Night Demon, Outsider from myself, Winery Dogs 3 from BB, Buckcherry Volume 10 for BC, and we'll do our final thoughts here. We'll wrap up, rank the albums, and if there's any albums coming out that you're looking forward to, throw them in there as well. How about you, Dylan?
I think everybody put out some good albums for this episode. There wasn't anything that I disliked quite a bit. There was just stuff that I wanted more of, I would say. If anything, like if I had any complaints about any of the albums. If I had to rank them, I would probably go Foo Fighters, Winery Dogs, Night Demon, Buckcherry. But the reason why Buckcherry's last is because I wanted more. I felt like everything was too short. It was just as I was getting into the songs, they ended. So, I mean, that's a good complaint to have of like, I want more, It's not like, I want you to stop.
Stop this damn thing now.
But I think that they were a good cross-section of what has come out so far, covering very much different parts of the genre. So I thought that we did a very good job of that, even though we weren't really consciously going for that. In terms of albums that I'm looking forward to, after White Line Frankenstein, I'm looking forward to Alice's album a little more. I'll say less scared of it than I was before. So hopefully I'll get to herald the coming of Alice's touring band in album format in a good way instead of being afraid of it. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of good stuff to listen to on these albums. If you haven't checked them out, and you could listen to a good selection of them on our Spotify playlist of the week, that'll be in the show notes. Definitely check out all of them. I think that there's good guitar work in every single one of these albums, good vocals, lots of awesome things for kind of any hard rock or heavy metal fan to listen to, I think. So, great job, the three of you, with your album picks. And BB, again, I am so sorry about the timing of my album.
BB.
All right. Yeah, I think this episode really shows the diversity and the different types of music that the four of us like and or listen to and bring to the podcast. And it's almost like a big melting pot, if you will, of bands and different genres and what you like and what you don't like. But this is a great episode. I think everybody's album is great, and it almost kind of shows what the history background of what everybody likes to listen to. If I had to rank them, if I don't put the Foo Fighters number one for the dedication of my mother-in-law, I would be angry with myself for sure. But definitely Foo Fighters number one, Buckcherry number two, Night Demon number three. That was a very great surprise. And I'm going to put my Winery Dogs last. And some of the albums I'm really looking forward to. Of course, BC kind of already brought up a little bit the King Cobra. I really can't wait what Paul brings to that vocally to that band. And of course, Mammoth WVH. I can't wait to see what Wolf has on that album. And it's funny, I also wrote down, and I didn't even realize this. See, this is what comes back to all this shit that's already out you don't know. I wrote down Nita Strauss. I'm like, oh, and these guys are saying, oh, they're listening to it. I'm like, fuck, it's already out now. But,
it's great. I think you'll like it.
Yeah,
you're gonna like it.
There's even a Wilkes-Barre person on there, Chris Motionless from Motionless in White.
Really?
So,
yeah, I was kind of just wanting, oh man, like that. But I'm gonna say that.
Pay attention, Bannon.
You're still looking forward to it because you haven't heard.
That's
it.
right. I haven't heard it. That's true. I haven't heard it. That's true. But yes, like Dylan said, I think we did some great albums this episode.
Busy.
Alrighty, hey, another fun episode. Like you said, all these albums are great. They're all a little bit different in their own way. And Dylan's like, I apologize to BB. You know what? That shows that the power of music.
Yeah.
Whether it be happy, sad, angry. When you listen to music, depending on what your mood is, it grabs you. It takes you in. I've been like that all my life. Music. You have music for everything. That's what makes music so great, I think. If I'm going to pick them, there's no really. If I'm going to go, probably Winery Dogs, Buckcherry. Night Demon came out of the... Coming on the outside, Night Demon! and then,
dark horse in the race.
And Foo Fighters, not that it's just that it was a little...
Not the Foo Fighters you go to. You go
not the Foo Fighters I would go to.
Rockin'.
But still respectable. Like I said, these are all great albums.
All right, yeah, I like doing these episodes, these halfway ones, because I think that there's a lot of people out there that don't listen to new music, and I really wish they would. And we all get stuck in a rut listening to the same shit we've listened to for fucking decades and shit. But it's always good to try something new, even though they're, with the exception of Night Demon, they're really bands that we've all been familiar with and have had tons of albums out throughout the year. But
at least we didn't pick Metallica.
That's true. And that's a good album too. That's really good.
Really good album.
But I just like the branching out of listening to I mean, these aren't new. Like I said, they're not new bands, but they're new music from these bands. Like, oh, I only listen to classic Buckcherry. I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that, but you know what I mean.
I would love to hear somebody's definition of classic Buckcherry.
You know what I mean. I'm only a fan of the first Winery Dogs album. But if I had to rank them, I would go Buckcherry first. I just have been rocking the fuck out to that album. I picked it up on vinyl. Winery Dogs 3. I really enjoy that. Just their musicmanship is just fucking amazing. I'll go Foo Fighters next for surprising of how much that I enjoyed the album than I thought I would, because I was thinking this whole album's gonna be just like fucking like whatever that last song at the end, or what's the last song? Rest or whatever. I thought there was gonna be a whole album of that kind of shit, which I would just I'd pull a poonie to just get me out on the fucking road. And Night Demon the Third, because it's probably the band that I'm least familiar with. I mean, it was my pick, but I really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not saying I hated anything on there. The Prelude maybe tipped it over for me, BC. I'm saying I picked it myself. I picked it myself.
That had an intro track.
I know.
I put that on.
I know. And stuff I'm looking forward to. KK's Priest new album coming out. Sinner Rides Again. That comes out, I think, October maybe. Eclipse has a new album coming out as well. The Gems, which are the three girls that were jettisoned from Thunder Mother. They have one song out, but they're actually, as we speak, I believe they're recording their debut album. Our buddy Jay Luke, we played his song a couple weeks ago for the Gem song. Fucking rockin' shit. I can't wait to... If the rest of the album is like that, it's going to be fucking killer. BB brought up Mammoth WVH, Mammoth 2. Definitely looking forward to that. And as far as I think there's a Priest album done, but I don't know if it would be out this year. I'm thinking maybe early next year. I'm thinking we might get that one.
They're going to put it out the same day as KK's Priest.
No, I know they're definitely not doing that. And KK's Priest is playing on Monsters Rock Cruise.
I'm pumped.
BC, I know it's going to be tough because Ace and KK's Priest are going to be playing at the same time.
Oh,
BC's going to be torn.
I
He's
will
going to be
rip
torn.
myself in half.
Which guitarist of an iconic band do you pick?
I will rip myself in half to be a Bochos.
So there's a lot of good stuff out there. Like I said, I'm not totally blown away by the albums out this year, but there's a lot of good stuff out there. Like there's probably, I don't know, on a sheet of notebook paper, there's probably 30 lines. So I have 2.5 pages filled up. So there's at least over 70 albums out that I have checked out this year so far.
I forgot to mention, along with BB, King Cobra. I'm really looking forward to it because of the guitar players.
Because of Carlos on it. Carlos and Rowan Robertson. Rowan Robertson.
That should be very interesting.
But the video, Rowan Robertson's not in the video.
I know
there's some other dude in the video. Paul Sciartino looked like he's half dead in that fucking video. Do you see the video?
He's got to be up there.
He's old.
I mean,
He's old.
I hope... I liked the song, but I hope that the vocals are a little more dynamic on the rest of the album. He seemed a little understated for Paul Sciartino. I mean, I know he's older, but I haven't heard how... But I've heard on the newer Rough Cut stuff, he goes for it, but it sounded a little subdued. Maybe it's just the song, but I'll be waiting to see on that one.
I'm looking for the guitar player.
Carlos, absolutely. Carlos,
he's got to be... He's well over 75, right?
I think so. I think he's like 78 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, the drumming was cool on it. It sounded great.
Yeah.
You know, it was cool. So, so guys, get out there, check out some new shit. Get out of your rut. Listen to an album every week. If not if you can. You can. You can have at least an hour to yourself a fucking week to listen to an album all the way through. So
you could listen to 2 hours of the Potter Than Hell podcast. You could listen.
That's right. That's right.
He's 76 already.
76. Carmine Appice, not to be confused with Vinny Appice. Or Appice, as Dylan will say.
I swear Dio pronounced it that once. I'm telling you, he pronounced it that way once.
Jury's out. So, guys, thanks for listening. I'm glad we're back in the same room together. Hope everybody's enjoying their summer. We've had kind of a shitty, rainy summer in Pennsylvania, but you know what? It's still better than fucking snow. So
we had some nice, very hot, and then
yeah, and we've had a lot
tornadoes.
We've had a lot of smoke from Canada, so I can only imagine what those people up there are going through. So if you're up in Canada with the smoke all the time, good luck with that, and hopefully everything clears up there. So
and put the fire up.
Put the fire out. Yeah. those things are just too big for anyone to put out. They just got to fucking burn out on their own. If they had half the rain we fucking had here, they wouldn't have the fires up there for sure. So, guys, thank you for listening. The band's back together again for the episode tonight. Love it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We will see you next time, and there definitely will be a next time.